Hello students, good morning all of you and welcome back our online class Science 6th standard. Students, today we are going to continue our second chapter, that is the components of food. So in this chapter already we have discussed there are different components present in that food. There are generally different vitamins, like generally nutrients, some different nutrients like vitamins and carbohydrates and proteins, fats, minerals, raw phase and water we have discussed. Okay, but students, in the last video already we have discussed about that deficiency of vitamins. Due to the deficiency of vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D and vitamin K, then what type of disease we are facing? Okay, and especially what are the symptoms and what are the disease we have studied that in the last video. But students, today we are going to discuss about that deficiency of minerals. Mineral, if it will get that deficiency or you will lack of the minerals, then what type of disease or whatever the problems we will face in our body. Okay, so let us discuss about that. What are the minerals, and due to the deficiency of minerals, what are the symptoms it will feel, and what is the disease we will face, we will study in this video. So first of all, let me know about that, students. You know that already whenever I have taught that in the lesson previous videos, what are that minerals already I have explained to you. Do you have remembering? Once you will recall. What are the minerals? Like vitamins, mineral also helps to our body or protect from the disease. Yes, it is also protective food generally as like minerals. Okay, so students, it is very less quantity, it is needs to our body very less quantity compared to that carbohydrates, protein and fats. Okay, but it is very necessary and important nutrients to for our body. Okay, so what are that nutrients or minerals? Generally the minerals are calcium, iron, okay, phosphorus. Okay, what are that? Iron, calcium, phosphorus. So these generally that minerals we are potassium. This generally this minerals we are getting from that some vegetables, we are getting from that some soils, that like, so what are that plant from plants, so as like some fruits. So whatever that we are getting that minerals, it is helping for us or it is protecting from the diseases. Okay, so let us see what are that minerals and what is that it helps to us, or how, what are that due to the deficiency of this mineral, what type of disease we are facing. See, look at here. So first of all is the calcium, sodium and potassium, phosphorus, iron and iodine. Okay students, so now students observe that if that here, if you cannot identify that clearly, if I am lacking writing that also, it is a calcium, and here it is the name of that minerals. Here calcium, here sodium is there, sodium, and potassium, potassium means K also, and phosphorus, and this is iron, and this is iodine. Okay, so this is generally calcium. First of all we will discuss this is here written that function and the deficiency, disease, symptoms and sources where we are getting from this calcium or these minerals. Students, if you see that your books also you can identify, and you look whenever this video you are watching, at that time please open your textbook also. Okay, when you will open the textbook, you can easily understand by my lecturing and with that textbooks. Okay, so look at here students. First of all we will see that calcium. What are the minerals I told? Calcium, iodine, iron, phosphorus, potassium. So these are the, what is that, specially general minerals which are helping or which are protecting to our body from the diseases. So now look at first calcium. The deficiency of calcium, what will happen? What is its function? What it helps? Now it helps healthy bones, okay, and teeth formation, and it helps the blood clotting. Okay, generally it helps for that, what is that, bones and teeth formation. Okay, it helps for that generally, what is that, teeth formation purposes. Calcium is very important, and also bone, to get that healthy bone, for it is very important. Okay, so this is our, what is that, function. ये काम करते, लेकिन deficiency क्या होता है, ये जब less हो जाएगा calcium, if you less, then what will happen? Then our bone will become weak. The bones and the tooth decay will happen. And you know that students, Tooth decay means what is that? Tooth decay. Tooth means plural of the teeth, and especially whenever you will take that carbohydrates foods or sweet types of foods, at that time the food particles will stay, some particles will remain, will stay on our teeth, okay, or in the between of the holes that is there, and that inside it will stay. So after while you are sleeping, at that time what will happen? So students, so what will happen? Now whenever you will sleep, that after eating, after you will sleep, that what will happen? That some food particles will stay on your tooth. So at that time what will happen? There to whole night it will stay there, and that it will spoil, and there it will form that spoil, what is that, bacteria, like it will some small bacteriums it will form in on your teeth, and they will secrete, what is that, do you know that enzymes like acidity form, like they will secrete, and that it will come to our gums and to teeth, which one will give that pain. So that is called as a tooth decay. And after that cavities will form, and that cavities means the holes form, it will become black color like on your teeth, that surface, then you will stay there food particles, and then after bacteria will form, then you will get that pain due to the formation of acidity, okay, acid. So students, so generally what will happen? Now due to that deficiency of calcium. So if that calcium it will be less, if not there, at that time you will face this is such a diseases, okay, that your teeth or tooth pain will come. Decay means you will face that teeth problem, okay. And also what will happen? You will face that bones, means you will face that balls, that balls of bones, that bones pain will come, balls, that whatever that it won't be healthy or strong, okay. Next we will discuss about that what is that now excess of bleeding. Whenever I told that it will also help for that blood clotting, whenever you feel injured any by accidentally or by injured by any way, that it will happen continuously, it will flow of blood. Whenever you know that vitamin C also it is helping for the scurvy also, vitamin C also helping for that. So especially whenever you will injured or anything, that it will happen suddenly, that blood will be flow continuously, okay. So what is the sources, how we can recover it? If suppose anybody you are facing deficiency of calcium, then how will find out? First of all, you will understand if that blood is flowing, or second thing, so what will happen? You will, if you are feeling tooth decay, and if your bones are not strong, then you will feel sure you are facing that deficiency of calcium, okay. So how will get? From where the source, which food if you will take, then we will get this calcium, or we can cover it. So what are that? Generally we will take that milk. Milk is very important. So students, milk is contains that plenty of that calcium, or the especially the minerals, okay. The milk is very, means all nutrients like it is there, source of all nutrients like, okay. So milk is very essential for our body. Next, cheese, green vegetables, right? And also if you must take that, and with that also you have to take cheese or dairy product, or that also with you have to take that special that green vegetables like spinach, okay, and some other that green leaves you have to compulsory you have to take, okay. So this is the deficiency of a vitamin, mineral calcium. Next we will discuss about the sodium and potassium. Students, if it helps for that, what is that? You know that body shallow and that water balance, and that all that it will help for the sodium. If you have dehydration is there, so then you will lose that what? Sodium, okay. And if you lose that sodium, then your water will lose dehydration after vomiting or that loose motions. Then after you will go, your body will face that dehydrations. That means most of the water it will lost. That means it needs that water. So that's why we are going for that to medical, and they are giving that to saline to us. That saline means in general it is sodium or potassium, okay. So general weakness and dehydration, it is what is that symptoms? General weakness you will feel if you loss of more water then or sodium or potassium, then you will feel that tiredness, weakness. And generally if whenever you will face, especially whenever you will do the, you will face that dehydration or loose motions, and anyway vomiting or like that, if you will do that face, then compulsory you will lose the sodium and potassium. So salt and will get that most of the foods. You have to take that lemon and salt water, then you will get that water, sodium and potassium. Sodium you will get especially, and some water most of the foods, generally almost foods we are getting that all these minerals. Okay, next phosphorus, bone and a teeth formation. How like the calcium, phosphorus also helps for formation of the teeth and what is that, bones. Okay, and it is what is that rickets in the children. What is that deficiency? If it reaches in that what rickets, that is weakness of our bone, that I already have told, whenever we will face that bones disease, that generally rickets and osteomalacia will face. So this is for the children, it will face that what rickets. Okay, next weakness of the bones and a teeth and a body weakness of the bones will face, same like a calcium students, but this is only one the disease it will face, that what here bones and a tooth decay will form, and here will form phosphorus due to that what is that, rickets. Okay, same like a weakness of the bones and teeth and a body weakness, which one, by the lack of phosphorus. Next we have to take that bread, cheese, potatoes, milk, eggs and meat. If you will take that this all type of source food, then we will get phosphorus. Next students, we will go for that iron formation of that what is that, blood, that generally red blood corpuscles, you know that it is helps for that to making that blood. Okay, and due to this deficiency of blood, we will face that what is that, anemia. Do you know that students, anemia? The anemia means whenever almost all that ladies and small children, those who are facing that what blood, lack of the blood, okay, in their body, if they are suppose 12 to 14 mg that blood should required, but per gram that it should be, if it will less, then we will say that you are suffering that what is that, anemia disease. Anemia means especially it is very dangerous disease, and it is due to the lack of blood. Okay, if you will take that iron sources food, then you will get, you won't face that what is that, this anemia. And what are that symptoms? How will find out you are facing the deficiency of iron? Then it is the body color will change, and your body weakness will fail, and your body just a yellow color, like that yellow, like a not like natural color you won't appear. Okay, and where will get cellulose, pulses, green vegetables, eggs and liver. Especially if you take that liver, eggs and green vegetables, then you will get that what, iron. Okay, this iron of that, this is one of the very essential minerals for our body. Next we will get that iodine, thyroid gland and functions. So our that neck near, there is one two glands are there students. Here this gland name is thyroid, and due to the lack of iodine, the thyroxine hormones are secreting. What is that hormones are secreting? Thyroxine. That due to the lack of this iodine, you will form that what, one gland that is called as a thyroid, or that is called as generally what, goiter. Here one gland is there friends, how like a salivary gland, same like one here our down that esophagus of that is there. What is that, one gland is there, that is called as thyroid gland, and it is secretes that what is that, thyroxine hormones. Thyroxine, when our hormones it will secrete, then it will form that what, glands on our neck, that is called as a goiter. Okay, so what is that students? This is iodine, and this is called as goiter. Goiter means G-O-I-T-R-E. Okay, so goiter, this is anemia, and enlargement of thyroid gland, the neck, and we will get that what is that, so generally on our neck, if you will lost that, you will lack of or deficiency of iodine, will get that what is that, you will secrete that what, thyroxine hormones, and that it will make that one glands, and that is called as a goiter. Okay, and where will get generally this food, seafoods and iodized salt. Nowadays you know that students, our India government are giving that what, iodine salt, and that means whatever the salt we are eating, that with it is added what, iodine. So that's why nowadays we won't face that such problems or deficiency of iodine, because daily we are taking salt. Without salt any foods we are not taking, so that's why that iodine will get through with that what, salt. Okay students, next is that fluorine. fluorine is that, what is that, it is very important for the teeth, and it is deficiency of what is that, our dental decay. If is that fluorine also, dental purposes also fluorine is very essential. Calcium, phosphorus and fluorine, the three minerals are specially helps for that, what is that, dental or the teeth for, and speciality increasing the tooth decay, and it is also whenever it will less of that phosphorus, fluorine, at that time what will happen, our tooth decay also will create. So if we take that seafood and seafood food, then you will get that our that is what is that, mineral fluorine. Okay students, in seafoods there is plenty of fluorine because it is all types of foods, like especially fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, these are specially all the sea source. So minerals and that all the elements are getting from the sea source. Okay, so students, this whole about that your minerals and deficiency of minerals, what are the disease we are facing. Okay, thank you all students. It has completed your chapter, second chapter, components of the food, and as soon as possible we have to complete our exercise part. Then after I will take that one live online classes, Zoom mate class, I will give that information. Then after I will start that, what is that, your online test. Students, with that thoroughly if you will study that, you will get that good marks. So chapter 1 today already you have, I sent to you that online test. So 1 o'clock you get ready, you have to, and also you have to practice if, and then after screenshot with your marks you have to send to me. Thank you all of you. Have a nice day.